Can a restraining order affect child custody or parenting time?
The entry of a final restraining order can absolutely affect custody and parenting time. In fact, there is a presumption that if a restraining order is entered, there should be a risk assessment to determine if the perpetrator of domestic violence poses a risk of harm to the child. Many times, parties are in the midst of divorce litigation when a restraining order is filed, so those issues are already being reviewed by an expert. But if they're not being, if the parties were never married, if the parties are not otherwise involved in a divorce action as of yet, the court is typically going to assess through some means of an expert whether or not there is a risk of harm to the child by exposure to the perpetrator of domestic violence. Further, once there is the entry of a restraining order, there is supposed to be a presumption of custody in the non-abusive parent. I say supposed to be because if the parties have never litigated custody and parenting time, typically the court is not going to attach that presumption to your case. So it's important to understand where you stand with your custody rights when and if a restraining order application is filed.